Today I battle Jimmy! I can't say it that long. Alright, so here's a match with Jimmy when we're going to use like up to 3 OUs and then whatever else you want to use, and that's the battle setup, whatever. So I lead with Tyranitar, he leads with a Salamence, and he gets the Intimidate on me, as Jimmy would say it. And he Hydro Pumps me, but because of the Sandstorm special defense boost, even though I think that thing is Specs, I still survive it pretty nicely, and I get off a Dragon Dance, so I should be faster than Specs Salamence now, which is pretty good for me. So I'm just going to go for the Stone Edge. I mean, it's super effective and stabs, and I don't really have the defense drop anymore, so I'm pretty sure I can kill it. But instead, he decides to go out into Leafeon, who has really good defense, which kind of sucks, but then I get the crit. Oh, eat it, Jimmy. So yeah, I crit his Leafeon, which is pretty cool for me, because now I think I can KO it with another Stone Edge, so I decide just to go for it, and yeah, I KO the Leafeon, so that's pretty good for me, since I'm up 1-0 already. So his Leafeon goes down, and now he's going to go out into something I really didn't want to see, and that's Dugtrio, which is one of the better revenge killers of this game, and he's still going to be faster despite the Dragon Dance, and he's going to Earthquake me, and that's going to take out Tyranitar, which really sucks. And what sucks more is it's not Banded or Scarfed. He has Life Orb Dugtrio, which is kind of sucky because now he can switch moves. But I decided to go out into Gyarados anyway. I mean, I know he might have the Stone Edge, but at least I get the Intimidate, and I know I can live a Stone Edge and just KO him with Waterfall. So that's what I decided to do. I decided to go for the Waterfall. But he returns my crit with a crit of his own, and even after the Intimidate, that'll take down Gyarados, and that really sucks. So I go out into Claydol now, because I don't think he can KO me with anything after an Intimidate. So I set up the Stealth Rocks, which is a pretty good setup for me, as he goes into Espeon. And I go into Scizor expecting, like, a Shadow Ball, and he actually tricks, which is actually pretty cool for me, since I have a Choice Band on my Scizor, so really I just get a Choice Scarf, which isn't too bad for Scizor. And I really should have pursued it there to get rid of that Espeon, but instead I decided to go for the U-turn. I don't really know why, but I ends up going into this Mag Cargo, and I was actually really lucky that he didn't burn me, which was just really lucky. And now, here's something that annoyed me. I go out in a Rhyperior, and I meant to bring my, Rock Polish Rhyperior, and instead I have this, which was meant to work with Baton Pass, and I was like, damn it, that sucks. If I would have brought the right Rhyperior, I think this game would have gone a lot different for me, a lot better, but what can you do? I brought the wrong Pokemon. I still get the KO on Mag Cargo, and yeah, now he's going to be able to kill me with Specs Salamence with a Hydro Pump. And like I said, if I would have been able to set up a Rock Polish, I would have been faster, and Rhyperior could have dented his team entirely, because I can hit anything on his team really hard with Rhyperior. But it didn't work out that way. I made a mistake. It happens. That's all I'm going to say about it. So I'll go out into Scizor now. I'm not banded, but Bullet Punch is still my best option, so I decided just to go for it. He does survive barely and Hydro Pump me, but because this is a somewhat bulky Choice Band Scizor, I take it pretty nicely and finish him off now with Bullet Punch. So his Salamence goes down, and that's pretty good for me. And yeah, he's going to go out into this Kecleon now, and this Kecleon is just going to be a pain for me. I go for the Bullet Punch just to get damage before I have to switch, and he actually goes for the T-Wave, which really hurts, because that kind of like ruins my Scarf on Scizor. And you know, now I do kind of have to switch just because it's Steel type now, and I don't want, you know, yeah, Steel and Steel action isn't too good. So I go out into Mismagius, and I was kind of hoping that, you know, it doesn't have a whole lot of attack moves, so I just kind of decided to go for the Sub and see what he does. But unfortunately he has the Aqua Jet, and that's going to be able to take down Mismagius' Sub, which kind of sucks, because now I realize I really don't have a whole lot that can hurt this Kecleon, and this Kecleon is just going to be a pain. So I decided to say, you know what, he'll probably go for the Aqua Jet again. I'll go out in a Scizor, and maybe I'll be able to superpower it, but he goes for the Fire Punch, and that's super effective and takes down Scizor. And that really sucks. I wasn't expecting him to use Fire Punch there. I didn't even expect him to have Fire Punch. So now I'm kind of boned because Kecleon is somewhat of a special wall, and all I have left is special attackers. I go for the Earth Power and actually get the special defense drop, which isn't too bad. And now he's a Ground type, which is better than a Steel type, I think. So, yeah, I get the special defense drop, and I'm just going to go for the Shadow Ball now to switch his type to Ghost, because Ghost is good against Ghost, and, you know, at least I'll always have a super effective move that way. So now he's a Ghost, and he's going to just recover again. And actually, I'm thinking he's going to go back into Doug Trio here, because I think that's his best play after a special defense drop. So I decide to go for the Earth Power, thinking he'll switch, and thinking that Earth Power will KO the Doug Trio. And I actually predict right. I'm like, thank God I'm going to be able to take down this Doug Trio. Except, not really, because he survived. And I really thought I'd be able to take it down, but I didn't, so that kind of blows. He gets a Night Slash off on me. Thank God Claydol takes it pretty nicely, and I'm just able to finish it off now with Shadow Ball. But, now he's going to go out into Espeon, and he's either going to trick me or Shadow Ball me. Either way, I really can't switch because Mismagius just will get ruined by either one of them. So I just stay in Shadow Ball. And he does go for the Shadow Ball here. I do survive barely with Claydol and Shadow Ball him back, but he's going to be able to 2-hit KO me now with Shadow Ball, and that's not too good. I do get a use of special defense drop. I mean, really any other move will KO the Espeon anyway, but I just get a lot of special defense drops. That one was useless, but oh well. So now I go into my last poke. I go back into Mismagius. Hopefully it'll be able to pull through for me in the end. So I go into Mismagius, and I have to hope this thing is modest, otherwise I won't outspeed. And it actually is modest, because it's a Scarf, Trick, Espeon. He made it modest and not timid, I suppose. And that's pretty cool. So now he has Kecleon, and Kecleon's a special wall. And I can't just go straight for the Shadow Ball since it's normal. I have to go for the Hidden Power Fighting. So I go for it, and I do change its type to Fighting, which isn't too bad. And now I should be able to Shadow Ball it. So he goes for the Fire Punch, and here I really should have subbed, because I was thinking maybe he'll go for the Thunder Wave here, predicting, you know, that I have to attack him. So I decide, but for some reason I just don't go for the sub. I have no idea why, but I go for the Shadow Ball, and he goes for the Paralyze, for the, what's it called, Thunder Wave, and that's really bad for me. If I would have subbed there, I would have been golden, but I just didn't. And he gets a Paralyze off, and now it all comes down to hacks, because he's going to try to recover and stuff. So really it comes down to this. If I get a special defense drop with Shadow Ball, or I get a crit, I'm going to win. If he gets a Parahax, he's going to win. Like if my Mismagius gets Parahaxed. So really, no matter what, the winner of this match is going to win due to hacks, and that's really all it's going to be. So, I guess I just have to hope that I come out on the better end of this hacks. And that kind of made it interesting. I mean, I don't know, there's a 20% chance that Shadow Ball special defense drops, I believe. There's a 25% chance I get Parahaxed. There's an 8 or 7% chance I get a crit, something like that. So our chances are actually pretty even. And it just comes down to which the game loves more. So he's going to just keep recovering, I'm going to keep Shadow Balling, and I guess you'll have to see. Who do you think will win? Me or Jimmy? Last time I beat him because of hacks, can I do it again? Well, yeah, I beat him partly because of hacks. But, will it happen again? We'll have to wait and find out. So here he recovers. And he gets that off. And there it is, the Parahax. That's game, because now he's going to be able to 2-hit KO me with either Aqua, Tail, or Fire Punch. So, great game, Jimmy. Just a really fun match. I can't wait to battle you again. Our battles are always close. This one is a 1-0. Man. Although I'm gonna voice my opinion here. I'm really disappointed, Jimmy. I'm disappointed in you. I'm disappointed that you ditched Shaman for Matt Cargo. I mean, that's just my rant, okay? Poor Shaman. He's just so cute. Whatever. Rate, comment, subscribe. Good game, Jimmy. Bye. Alright, guys, real fast, what is your favorite pet of all time? I mean, it can be a pet you own or a pet you want to own. My favorite pet is kittens, or cats, because I like cats because they can just, they can stay on your lap and you can pet them, and they don't really smell as bad as dogs, they don't slobber, they're just so cute, and you just pet them, and they don't really do anything else, except for, I don't know, poop in their little litter box. But anyway, yeah, leave a comment about your favorite kind of pet. Whether it's one you own or want to own, and see you guys next time. Alright, bye.